Silver City, Nevada. Really cool town. I drove around on the main street here, Bullard Street, for like 25 minutes this afternoon looking for Javelina coffee. I heard it was the best place in town. I was on the phone with a headset, talking with a bunch of people back at the office. And man, I drove by the place like a dozen times, but I kept thinking it was like a bar. And I didn't see the sign in the window. Finally, after 25 or 30 minutes, I looked more closely at this building. Mind you, Silver City is only about 4 blocks long, and I realized that it was Javelina Coffee, and I parked. There was no problem finding a parking spot. Uh, I almost thought there was a problem. I thought I was in a no parking zone because there were like 10 spots right in front of the place. I went in there. I got great um, soy decaf mocha, which I never drink, but I get excited on off days. I think I can eat and drink whatever I want because I'm going to burn it off the next day. I'm 37 years old, so it's kind of like that, but kind of not like that. Um, Still got a little ways to go on my gut. Um, so, Silver City's been kind to us. It's been a very relaxing, very humbling place, just very nice. We've got more mountain climbs on the way out of here. We pretty much are going to be climbing a good deal of the time, up and down and up and down, for the next few days until we get to Phoenix on Friday. Or are we getting to Phoenix on Saturday? No, it's Friday. Um, Today was a tough day to be away from home. Um, it turns out that Joanne and I have both been feeling Pablo's presence in a major way um, over the past few days, and today it really hit Joanne. She's of course back at home with Grady, and she called me, and we had a very um, what ended up being a very wonderful phone conversation. It started out being a very sad conversation, and I'm not going to talk about our private stuff here. Let me just say that it's hard for me to be away, a third of a country away from Joanne and Grady on a day like today. To the extent that it was a hard decision for me to come out here and do this for 6 weeks, it was also an easy decision for me. I don't know that Joanne's ever been 100% comfortable with the idea of me being away for 6 weeks. She certainly supports me. She certainly is very excited about the progress of Pablove Across America. She had a lot of fun out here on a day like today. It's been a very sad day. This is probably the toughest it's been today. We found a good bit of joy in our conversation today about Pablo. There's always joy there because it never goes away. It's always there when we think about Pablo, when we talk about him, when we talk about any aspect of how we felt with him. It's always there. That's the powerful thing that emerges all the time. We could be sad when we're both in the same hotel room, when we're both in our house in LA, or when one of us is in one city and the other is in another. We're learning. There's no guidebook here. There's no roadmap. I'll be home soon. I'll see Grady and Joanne in Phoenix on Friday. They'll be with us on Saturday at Phoenix Children's. Grady and I talked about that today. I'm really excited to see him. I'm really excited to walk the halls at PCH with him if he wishes to do that with me. He's going to be 16 in April, and I'm really excited to see Grady growing up, and to have his understanding and his input into what we do at the Pablo Foundation, and see him processing the loss of his brother, both privately and in the work that we're doing here. It's going to be his first time out with us on this trip, and of course he'll ride the final stage with us from Long Beach back to Pablo's grave at Forest Lawn, and then over to Shane's Inspiration for the end celebration. And I'm very happy that Grady will ride beside me. He's been with me the whole time. It's going to be nice to have him physically with me. So, our off days are always dedicated to cancer survivors. Tonight, I'm dedicating to my family. We're cancer survivors. Not in the traditional way that I typically talk about cancer survivors. We aren't the ones that went through treatment. We aren't the ones that laid in the bed and had procedures done to us and tasted the chemo on our tongues and lost our appetites and our hair. We are survivors of the process of pediatric cancer, which always involves other people, always involves a family and siblings and parents and a community and classmates and friends and cousins, grandparents. Pediatric cancer is unique in that respect. Everything changes when you're 37, when you're 57, when you're 40, when you're 25. It's different. Sure, you're somebody's child still. Sure, you have friends and siblings and all that. You know what I'm saying. For our little boy, a 5-year-old boy, to go through what he went through, we survived this process. And now we have to continue surviving so that we can connect with our own selves, with one another, and as each of us chooses to, with the world at large. So, dedicating tonight to us. You know, Fred and I talked on the back deck at this house where we had dinner tonight. Some really nice folks here, friends of Chad's, have a wood-burning pizza oven in their backyard, and they had a nice party for us, and it was sort of a double party. It was also a birthday party for a child, a friend of theirs. And Fred said he could tell when I came down to breakfast this morning that something wasn't happening with me. It wasn't all there. And he was right. As much as I am very good at putting my feelings out and processing things, as they say, sometimes I'm not. And today, I woke up and I didn't sleep well last night. We're still up at altitude, and it's a tough place to sleep up here. We're a mile up in the air. And I think emotionally I wasn't ready to deal with an off day. And it was really nice to have Fred put his arm around me and just talk to him. This is part of being a cancer survivor in my aspect of cancer survivorship. So I wish you a good night, and tomorrow morning we start pedaling at 7, and we'll check in with you then.